well, my first involvement with the MAT team, early 2008, I went through the training to be a peer counselor. And then on September 9th of 2008, that same year, I worked an accident, a crash where one of our troopers was killed in the line of duty. Trooper A.J. Stocks, I dispatched him to a 1050 PI, an accident with injuries. Very, routine thing that we do every day. And not long after I sent him on that call, we received a call from Raleigh 911 that they were getting calls that there was a trooper involved in an accident with a garbage truck and that it didn't look good. So, of course, my first reaction is to call him on the radio. And, of course, no answer. And we're getting back up there. Everybody, of course, other people are hearing me call him with no response. So, of course, troopers are all heading that way. And again, it's my training is kicking in. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm sending everybody that I know that needs to go, notifying everybody needs to go. Everybody in the room's helping me out with this. I still don't really know what his condition is because nobody's saying that on the radio. You're working it. But then maybe, I don't even know how much time just stops when something like that's happening. But we had a private line in our center. So that phone rang. It happened to be at the desk I was sitting at, and I answered it, and it was our captain confirming that Trooper Stocks had been killed in that accident. So in that moment, that was that moment where I was like, okay, that's when that adrenaline dumped, and I lost it and kind of had to get up and walk away for a few minutes. But then quickly, someone from the MAT team did come to the comm center to check on all of us, not just me, but all of us, and then was invited to the debriefing at the district office or Troop C within a couple of days. So having just gone through the training to be a peer counselor, then my first experience with the debriefing is on the other side of it. But it's hard to even express really how much that did help me to be sitting there in the room with everyone who was on the scene and putting that puzzle together, like you said earlier, hearing what they were seeing when I couldn't see it, and hearing what everybody did and all the parts. I mean, we had the EMS workers there, the paramedics, who tried for longer than they would for anybody else to get him back. Mm-hmm. And they couldn't. Mm-hmm. So, but it did help.
Yeah.
Definitely to be there.
There's great value in filling in that blank and knowing what the rest of the story. And there's great value in being included. Right?
Yep.
So.
And it's, and I hate that I'm doing this, but I still have a heart, and I'm still close with his wife to this day, mm-hmm. and his daughter, and you get that connection with these guys. Just that morning, he was bringing us donuts at the comm center that very day, mm-hmm. And so we do develop deep relationships with our brothers and sisters out there. So you don't want anything to happen to them. Mm-hmm. So it's very nice to have, when it does happen, to have something like this, to know that there are other people out there going through the same thing that you have gone through, and that what you're feeling is normal. That's what you're supposed to feel, or I guess what you're supposed to feel if you're human. But and just recounting that through your mind, did I do this the right way? What if I'd sent a different trooper to that call? Would it have happened that way if he hadn't been on that particular road or whatever? And just replaying it over and over in your mind, but knowing that I did everything right. I did everything I was supposed to do. It wasn't my fault. Just that validation, I guess.